if you're like me, sometimes you just need a break from counting your money. I can sit around just counting and recounting all my loot. Sometimes I can while away the entire afternoon, but generally I'll spend maybe just an hour or two counting my money at a time. I stack so much silver bullion. I've got so much cash on hand. My liquid assets are reaching to the roof. Like, actually, when I'm walking down the hallway, I've got my money bags sitting in the hallway. So often at night, like if I'm a little bit sleepy, I'll trip over them. And I got a nasty bruise on my leg the other day. And my friends sometimes complain that they can't really walk down the hallway because I ran out of places to store my silver bullion. So I started stacking it in the hallway. So eventually, like, I narrowed it just about a foot, and that pretty much left it a narrow hallway, but kind of like a normal, comfortable hallway to walk down. But now, I mean, you've got to squeeze through. Most people have to turn their shoulder. So anyway, when I'm taking breaks from counting my money, I like to snack a little bit. Usually I do a candy review. You all know that. But I noticed this product on the market shelf. This is the $1 Million Mints. I thought it was entirely appropriate. And I like money. For mints, really, I don't really like mints too much. Sometimes those really soft, airy mints that will melt in your mouth, they're not chewy or gummy. They're just the ones that are poof balls of peppermint flavor. I kind of like those because the experience is quickly over. It's not a hard candy. I generally don't like hard candies. So I picked these up. So the packaging's very exciting. Each mint seems to be a $1 million bill, and there's a careful notification on each one that it says this note is not legal tender, but they do look quite like real little bills. And we've got, I suppose these are, I guess those are the mints. But they do have kind of the appearance of silver bullion rounds or silver eagles or something. So they're Buttermint creams, 20 of them, made in America, and they're party sweets. So there's a lot going on here. They're mentioning just basically about every way that you could use these mints, either for offering hospitality to your guests or setting them out on your table during a party. Made in America, and they're claiming here that it's America's best quality buttery mints that melt in your mouth. Alright, so the back, it just says party sweets on it, and really there's not much details on the back. Each mint looks like it's, no, 4 mints are 50 calories, so I'm not going to be encountering any trouble with my waistline by eating these mints. Alright, so let's dig in and see what we find. Alright. Yeah, I developed a little bit of a kind of a callus, kind of sore, really. I was a little concerned about it from counting my hard currency. My doctor said it wasn't anything I should worry about. So I've kind of been taking it easy, so it seems to be going away, but you see what I mean? And I've gotten some nasty paper cuts. So here we go. $1 million. Oops. Statue of Liberty. I got up into her brains in high school. In case you couldn't tell, I was involved with the theater department, so we had a theater trip to New York for about 3 days. We saw a Broadway play and saw some of the sights. It was all very exciting. I was probably about 17. And then I didn't go back for maybe a decade. But I've always loved New York. Spent a goodly amount of time there exploring. So this is going to be right up my alley. It looks to be a nice soft buttery cream mint, and it's probably going to do it for me. You can't really mess it up too much, and even if I had minor squibbles, like a minor feeling that it was wretched, I would probably just easily eliminate that thought by looking at the awesome packaging. Smells good, crisp, light and airy. That little washing sensation that comes over you when you're enjoying a minty item. I've grown only spearmint in the garden. I kept it in a pot so it wouldn't take over. Didn't really make too much use of it. I should have muddled it into some whiskey a couple times, but I didn't ever really do that. I don't particularly like whiskeys, but it would have been worth it for the fun. Alright, let's see what we get out of it. Oh, you know, I'm getting the sensation of a buttery film, which is pretty nice. I wonder if there's any real butter in it. Yeah, it's got butter listed with a asterisk. So what they're calling butter is pasteurized cream and natural flavoring, which is basically not butter, but kind of butter maybe. Well, it's what quality tastes like. Oh, that's cool. They're doing a little promotion. It says, 1 in every 50,000 bags includes a crisp new $100 bill. That's probably just a promotional tactic. It's like those things, those McDonald's things, where everybody who regularly dines at McDonald's has every single Monopoly property except the one that's going to win you the money. And how many would they really have to sell? Because 50,000, if this retails at $1, and they probably make most of that. I don't know. I think a conservative estimate would be that they made 25 grand out of every 50,000 thing. That's alright. That's cool, because maybe you get lucky. I'm going to look at that $100 bill now. Yep. I'm going to find it. They probably wadded up in the bottom. I've never won anything in my life. I guess I'm not lucky this time. But the mint's good. Mint tastes pretty good. Oh my god, what's going on here? Can't even believe it. Oh, whatever. That's like a joke or something. Oh, that's crazy. There ain't even no way. There's no way. Oh, it's my lucky day. $1 million mints. Oh, yes, look at that. Can't even believe it. Oh, my God. Oh, man. I don't even understand how this is possible. Well, if you ever see these on the shelves, you probably need to dig through every one until you find the one, because it's legit. It is legit. $1 million mints, you just made my day. I'm gonna go celebrate.